Welcome to the Brown Carpet Podcast, where each episode we take a weird real news story and together we twist it into an even weirder film.
We do it live, and we stream it on Facebook so the people at home can join in and make suggestions for the film's title, tagline, casting, soundtrack and story.
And at the end, we make a movie poster for the B-grade masterpiece, We Cook Up.
You can see all the movie posters we've made in the Brown Lit section of our website,
www.thebrowncarpetpod.com.
We also got a sweet-ass merch page on there, so you can pick up a t-shirt, phone case, or throw pillow emblazoned with the BCP logo.
You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher or Spotify, and if you're listening to this, you could be watching all the episodes on our YouTube channel.
Just search for the Brown Carpet Podcast, and you can see Corey's pretty little beady face.
Ah. If you've got a suggestion of a weird, funny headline you'd like us to turn into champagne cinema, hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, or email us at thebrowncarpetpod@gmail.com.
And now, let's get to the show.
Yeah.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
He jumped over 3 linebackers in midair, sprouted headfirst like a gazelle.
No one laughs at a master of quack fool.
Real nice. Many have died from starvation due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as seals.
Shut up. No more Mr. Nice Duck. That's it. Right, Mr. Sitz?
What do you make of that? You know, it's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
The Brown Carpet Podcast.
Welcome to episode 48 of the Brown Carpet Podcast. My name's Corey Farrell.
And I am Josh Groom.
And Josh, what's going on with your shirt? Hashtag kill Josh.
It's an ex-girlfriend of mine. She's started a t-shirt label. No, actually, I found this up on King Street. It's a hip-hop artist, an inner west hip-hop artist.
Is any good? Have you looked it up?
I have not heard him yet. Apparently he was struggling with mental health issues, so he started this hashtag kill Josh before Josh kills himself.
Right, and it worked.
No, he's dead.
He killed himself, everyone. I want that to trend now. It won't, but I want it to trend.
I believe it's already trending, which is worrying.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these, Josh.
It's been a full calendar month.
Yeah.
What's your excuse? Where
well,
have you been?
I had a baby.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Little Silver June.
Yeah, how is she?
2.84 kilos, so she was tiny.
About 2.2 of that is pure shit.
Pure shit. She shits a lot. She shits a lot.
Yeah.
And they used the vacuum to pull her out of my girlfriend's vagina.
Wow. And
it left like a yarmulke bruise on the back of her head.
Oh, really?
So she had this blue yarmulke on the back of her head.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
That is hilarious. And how is fatherhood?
It's good. It's
Yeah?
full on. It's intense. I have to breastfeed because I have breasts.
Yeah, right.
And produce milk.
Sporting some mass nipples over
Come
there.
on.
They are looking good.
Yeah, no, it's full on. But it's
Yeah?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a little cutie. Yeah, we probably show a picture. I'll send you a picture. No one will do anything weird with that, will they?
Surely not. The internet's a very wholesome place.
She's beautiful.
She seems delightful.
Yeah. So what do we got this week?
Well, it's a bit of a monster theme this week. We've got a killer animal story.
Ah.
In keeping with said story.
It's the top 3. The motherfucking top 3.
It's the top 3.
The top 3.
What are your top 3 favourite killer animal movies?
Well, I was going to say Piranha, but I've never seen the original, so I feel like I can't say that.
You what? You've not seen the original Piranha?
No.
My God, man. You were going to say the remake of Piranha.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right, but the original, mate.
But I've disappointed you with all of these, I think, because I mentioned
What else
Snakes
you
on a
got?
Plane.
Snakes on a Plane.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Who are you?
Black Sheep.
A Black Sheep's a good
The
film.
Kiwi, the zombie sheep. What about you?
Jaws, number 1.
Oh,
With a bullet. You know the story that Quint, Robert Shaw's character, tells about the USS Indianapolis?
no.
You know that story in... Fucking, do you watch movies?
Is it about, do they have to get a better boat?
So the USS Indianapolis delivered the atomic bomb, the Hiroshima bomb, the bomb they dropped on Hiroshima.
Right.
And on the way back towards the Philippines, it was hit by 2 torpedoes from a Japanese sub and went down. 12 minutes from when it was impacted to when the boat went down. 1,200 men on board.
Holy shit.
900 men went into the water. I can't believe you don't know this story.
No, I don't know.
Because it was such a top secret mission, nobody knew they were out there. They were in the water for 4 days. When they finally were rescued, only 300 men were pulled out. The rest were taken by sharks.
Holy shit. It was like a feeding frenzy.
Pretty much. I mean, other dudes drowned. Some dudes drank seawater and went crazy. In Jaws, Quint tells the story of the USS Indianapolis.
Yeah.
It's an amazing moment. One of the all-time great cinema monologues. I can't believe you haven't seen this film.
Jaws is the origin story of the James Bond character, Jaws, right? That's
Exactly.
The film? Yeah.
Exactly. Then I would say Birdemic, the amazing fucking special effects spectacular with all the little...
Stop motion
It's
birds.
incredible. My third one would be Arachnophobia.
You scared of spiders?
Horrifically frightened of spiders.
Well, there you go. Like, you had a go at me about snakes on a plane.
Are you scared of snakes?
I fucking hate snakes.
Oh, right.
I would let a spider crawl across my hand. I'm a tough guy.
But a snake in the same room?
No, oh fuck, I'd be like on the light, on top of the light. I hate snakes. I hate them. What is the weird headline that we're going to turn into a film tonight?
Mate, the headline for the story this week is Warning Issued for the Rise of Meth Gators in Alabama.
Yeah.
The Laredo Police Department in Tennessee is imploring people to think twice before they decide to flush their drugs down the toilet. The plead came in the form of a Facebook post after law enforcement caught a presumed drug dealer, Andy Perry, flushing numerous paraphernalia items down the toilet during a recent bust.
Hey, let's be real. If you've got to get rid of some narcotic sharpish, the toilet is a good option.
Sure.
Don't always listen to the media.
When you send something down the sewer pipe, it ends up in our retention ponds for processing before it is sent downstream. But they are not really prepared for meth. Ducks, geese, and other fowl frequent our treatment ponds, and we shudder to think what one all hyped up on meth would do.
Oh.
Furthermore, if it made it far enough, we could create meth gators in the Shoal Creek and the Tennessee River down in North Alabama. Earlier this year, scientists used alligators as subjects in a study about dinosaur hearing. They managed to collect data by giving prehistoric creatures headphones and a dose of ketamine.
What?
That sounds like a good party.
This isn't a science experiment. This is just a kick-on.
That does sound like a weird kick-on gone wrong.
Bored scientists on a Sunday night and been doing drugs all weekend. Let's give ketamine to alligators.
What music do you reckon they played the alligators?
Oh, Critter and Dorfmeister.
Yeah, right. Bit of spongle. We'll go ahead and take the chilled out ketamine gators with headphones over the super meth crazed gators in northern Alabama any day of the week.
I would too.
Yeah.
Let's face it, gators are scary enough. You get a gator that's been awake for 5 days.
Yeah. With all itchy skins, thinks it's got spiders underneath its scales.
Twitchy, they do that double eyelid thing, the reptile thing, and it's just twitching.
So what do you reckon, mate? Meth gators.
This has all the traits of an amazing methed up gator film.
Feel like it's right in our wheelhouse. We got drugs, we got gators, we got monsters. We don't have any dicks.
We'll squeeze a dick in.
We'll squeeze a dick in.
That's our motto. We'll squeeze a dick in. We have to make a decision early on. Do we want to localize it and make it a crocodile thing?
Yeah, let's bring it home.
Okay.
Because for one thing, gators are small.
Yeah, I know.
We bring it over here. We got the crocs. They're
fucking
huge,
some dinosaur motherfuckers over here.
much more aggressive.
Dwarf those little bitches.
All right, so we're going to set it in Australia.
Yep.
How do we get the drugs into the croc?
Well, let's take our cues from the story. They get into through the waterways.
Why don't we set it like just before New Year's Eve?
Yep.
We'll set it down in Pete's Ridge, Glenworth Valley, where they have the Pete's Ridge Music Festival.
Nice little festival that's easy to get cut off.
Maybe it's a couple nights before, and we've got a couple of potential dealers who are going to bring their gear in a few nights before and bury it.
Right.
But maybe they've got to take it across a lake first. They've got a couple of crates of crack, meth.
So we're saying geographically,
yeah,
this music festival is surrounded by water.
Half the valley is a big lake.
Yep.
The other half is where the festival is going to go down.
Right.
It's 2 nights before New Year's Eve. We got a couple of sketchy characters with a dinghy full of narcotics.
Yeah.
About to row across the lake.
Yeah.
To take them into the festival.
Wannabe drug dealers?
Wannabe drug dealers.
Not professional drug dealers.
Big stash though. Maybe they've got a big haul in from a new Russian supplier.
Yeah.
And they got these weird wooden crates with like Russian lettering stenciled on the sides.
They can't read Russian.
Where'd you get it from?
Some Russian guy.
Good gear?
I don't know. He said he's Russian. He said here. Da.
Da. So
that's the extent of my Russian.
Осторожно, линия согревается. Следует дистанциям проспект Мира.
I knew you were an agent.
Yeah.
Double agent.
Yeah, a bit of collusion. Who's a couple of characters that we can cast as our sketchy drug dealers?
So like a couple of hapless jabronis.
Yeah.
Australian.
A few doofuses.
Hamish and Andy, American Rosso.
American Rosso?
Yeah, they're a little bit older too now, so they're kind of like a desperation in their
bit
faces.
Bit of crust on them.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're still dealing drugs at this age, things have not gone well.
They look like people who listen to AC/DC.
Scabs on their face.
They're junkies as well.
They've been on the pipe.
So how does it go wrong for them?
Okay, so let's say they're loading these weird Russian crates onto this little dinghy.
Let's work out what's in it.
I reckon rather than anything pure, because it's straight out of Russia, this shit's very dicey to begin with. A little bit of crack.
Yeah.
A little bit of meth.
Yep.
What's that stuff that turns you into a zombie?
Crocodile.
Crocodile. It's perfect.
It's what the dude scrapes off at the floor at the end of the working week.
Yeah, it's the drug equivalent of the meat pie. It's all just rammed in there, whatever it'll do.
The maggot bag of, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's all jammed into these wooden crates, which they load into this little dinghy. And so it's already sitting really low in the water as they push out into this inky black water to cross the lake to get to the festival grounds.
So they just lit by the moon at this point?
Yeah.
Oh, this is moody.
And they're bickering with each other, old like married couple bickering, but where the fuck did you get it from, cunt?
Did you pack any muesli bars?
Yeah, fucking what is this, mate? This doesn't look like fucking Reggio's usual stuff. What is it?
Oh, come on, my turn on the pipe.
One of them needs to piss halfway across.
Oh, here we go.
Gets up on the edge of the boat, fucking dangles his old mate off the edge, and he's taking a piss. Topples over.
Never stand and urinate in a boat.
Yep, that's the message of this show.
So one of them's in the drink.
And his other mate just bursts out laughing, thinks it's hilarious.
Yep.
Until his mate does not surface.
Leroy,
where are you?
Stop playing silly buggers.
Not funny anymore, mate.
Come on, mate.
Pulls out the big torch and he's peering around in the blackness.
Scales.
Oh, the prehistoric scales. You know, like the Imperial Starship at the start of Star Wars. It just never ends. It keeps going.
This is a big croc.
Yeah.
How big is this fucking crocodile?
It's over 25 foot.
It's a monster croc.
Don't Google monsters of croc. Or if you do, get the spelling right.
So it's 20 foot.
25 foot.
25 feet of croc. Is that a Russell Crowe band?
Yes.
20 odd foot of croc.
So he reels back from the edge after seeing this crocodile.
Yeah.
And in that moment of silence, Leroy bursts out of the water behind him and grabs onto him. He's like, save me, save me. And as he heaves him into the boat...
What happens?
It's just the top half of him. The bottom half's gone.
Oh, he's a halfie.
Just pumping hot ropey streams of blood into the boat.
Stepping on his intestines.
The croc flicks its tail.
Yep.
And the boat capsizes.
Now they're both in the water.
Both in the water. The other bloke starts swimming for the shore.
Does he make it? Of course he doesn't make it.
Of course he doesn't make it.
What a dumb question.
We'll get like an overhead shot. You see the big shadow turn around, start to come after him. Big gnashing of teeth. Shoom. And maybe, how's this? Maybe just before we go to black, we get a big lightning crack in the sky and rain begins.
You're going to put some rain sound effects?
And maybe even we see one of these crates, the wooden crates bobbing there in the water. Croc takes it.
Cut.
2 days later, the festival has begun.
Full swing.
It's packed. There's tents and people and cars and caravans, and it's still raining. Torrential rain.
We see a young kid with a rock box. That's what they call them, kids these days, right?
I believe it's a rock box.
A rock box?
Yeah.
He's listening to wireless radio.
Right.
You hear the news reporter saying, this is the worst rain in 50 years, 100 years.
Yep.
Paint the picture that this is a fucking big storm.
People in low-lying areas are warned of flash flooding.
Yeah, and then you hear the Little Is reception.
Yeah. All right, so then we need to meet our heroes.
It's a music festival, so it's going to be a group of millennials, surely.
Aussies?
Could be Aussies, or...
Maybe we could have some tourists in.
Kill some seppos.
Bring some seppos in. Yeah?
For our American listeners, Australians call you seppos because septic tank.
Rhymes with yank.
It's Cockney, Australian Cockney.
Rhyming slang.
Seppos, yanks, septic tanks. You've learnt something.
So we need a cast of characters. We need 6 American tourists here for the festival circuit. We want the alpha male, the head honcho.
We've got the Instagram influencer girl.
The waster, the druggie.
The nerd.
And then maybe like a loved up couple.
Yeah, like a real PDA couple.
Can't take their hands off each other.
Yeah, I reckon they're like maybe a religious, like Christian couple.
Oh, yeah.
And they just do everything but fuck. They're like Christian side hugs.
All over the top of the underpants.
Over the pants handies, all that jazz.
Yeah, lots of dry grinding. That's our group. It's maybe 4 hours before the headline act. Take the stage.
Yep.
Who's our headline act at this festival?
Oh, it's got to be bad. It should be a throwback festival to all bad bands of the 90s and stuff.
Yeah, bring back the bad. Because I reckon whoever it is, they're going to get mauled by a crocodile at some point. Let's bring back some of the bands that we'd love to see ripped to shreds.
Nickelback. Everyone would say Nickelback.
Nickelback.
That's kind of too obvious. What bands do you hate?
Matchbox 20.
I like Rob Thomas, though. He's a funny guy. Just real quick, though. Okay. Rob Thomas, Carlos Santana. It's a hot one. Like 7 inches from the middays. That's a banger.
I definitely want to see Matchbox 20 ripped apart on stage.
Maroon 5.
Yeah, Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Yes. Take Matchbox 20 back purely because I like Rob Thomas.
I will not take Matchbox 20 back. They're not headlining.
He's not going to die in this
They're
movie.
like a shitty undercard.
Blink 182.
That's harsh.
Well,
fucking punk anthems, mate. Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli for sure.
I love it when like shit bands do comebacks. So
Yeah.
maybe it's like a shit band comeback thing.
You know Rick Astley is touring Australia next year.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you have more than one song?
I believe he did, yeah.
All right, so Hootie and the Blowfish.
That's your headline act right there. Everyone wants to see Hootie at midnight playing.
I only want to be with you.
Yeah. All right, so they're on their way into the festival.
Yeah.
Headed towards the main stage where currently Matchbox 20 is making shit sounds.
Minus Rob Thomas.
Rob's front and centre, There's about 10 people watching, disinterested.
They've called John Mayer up for a
John
duet.
Mayer's definitely there. And let's say they're going past the Portaloo section, and there's one Portaloo that's been tipped over, and you can just hear this muffled, "Oh, fucking help me!" But they're on their way to the main stage, so they're powering past.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. But maybe the nerdy guy is like, guys,
We've got to help him out.
someone's in serious trouble here.
So they all go back and lift it.
Wrench the door open, and this dude comes out just covered head to toe in feces.
Just a gristled old roadie.
He was probably a roadie at Woodstock 99. He's seen some shit.
He's seen some shit. Who's going to play him?
We want a great Aussie grizzled bloke. John Jarrett.
John Jarrett would be good.
Mick from Wolf Creek.
He's in a Portaloo.
Yeah.
Why not do a nod to Kenny and make it Shane Jacobson?
Yeah, it's perfect. Big fella. I can see him rising up out of a Portaloo covered in shit.
He's let himself go a little bit too. No offense, Shane. You're a nice guy.
Okay, but there's a moment between the nerdy kid and the fucking roadie.
Thanks, mate.
Gives him a shit-coated high five.
Yeah. I was up shit creek until you came. Don't know. That's bad.
Yeah.
God, suck.
So at this point, maybe we should get all of our main characters kind of splinter off.
Yes.
Like the alpha male wants to get to the front of the mosh pit.
Yep.
Our waster guy wants to go and do some more drugs.
Yep.
The influencer wants to get like the perfect boomerang.
She's not even listening to the music. She's literally trying to get all the opportune shots. She's ticking off a list. I've got to get the photo with this person in front of that.
Duck facing everywhere.
Her phone is morphed into her hand. She's just doing the rounds.
She's live streaming the whole thing.
The Christian couple are like rubbing each other in the tent. They're back in the tent. They don't even care about the music.
No.
We kind of realise that the nerdy guy might be the main character.
He's kind of our...
So we're following him, right?
Yeah, because he's done the good thing. He's saved the roadie from the shit pit, so he's a good bloke.
He's looking at Marvel merch. I don't know.
Thinking about buying a pair of earmuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit loud.
Yeah.
It's now like 20 minutes to midnight.
Right.
Rain's still coming down hard, and maybe at this point, flash flood. Water starts rushing into the festival grounds.
Yeah.
But Hootie and the Blowfish is on stage. The crowd is already packed. Like, there's no getting out of this place.
So we're seeing like water starting to gush in from, like...
From all angles.
Security guards that are guarding like structures and fence. They're like, whoa, they get overtaken by gusts of
Nothing
water.
they can do. Kids in the mosh pit are already like waist deep in water. Like it happens that fast. In this flash flood, we notice Croc come over the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Rushes down into the festival.
So he's in amongst it now.
Carnage begins. I mean, the first kill is probably going to be the one that starts the panic.
Can we get Bindy Irwin in this?
Yes. What better tribute to Steve Irwin would be to have both
Bindy
of his
Irwin
children
devoured by the crocodile.
Yeah.
You know who we should have the fucking roadie?
Who's that?
Paul Hogan.
Paul bloody Hogan.
Paul Hogan should be the roadie.
That's fantastic. Fuck Shane Jacobson. Let's get Crocodile Dundee in as our fucking hero. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But he's got to pack on some pounds for it.
Yeah, he does.
Like a fat Paul Hogan.
Yeah, out of shape.
Like he's got to go Eric Banner chopper fat.
Hootie's setting up.
Yeah.
And he's putting in his microphone. He's
Yeah.
like, he goes, that's not a mic. This is a mic.
I think you should do it for all sorts of things.
Yeah.
That's not a beer. This is a beer. He's just got a bigger one of everything. That's ridiculous. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, so Paul Hogan is our roadie.
Yep.
Who was initially covered in shit.
Yep.
Mate, you got a big chunk of shit on your nose. That's not a chunk of shit.
I like either way. And then at the end of it, he's like, oh, that's a crocodile. He goes, that's not a crocodile. Oh, no, actually, that's a fucking crocodile. It's a massive crocodile.
Yeah, that's good. So Bindy Irwin is the first victim to get taken. Maybe she's like dancing on a little podium or whatever, having a great time, and the croc takes her. That's what sets off mass panic.
Yeah. If they can kill Bindy,
It's on.
we're all fucked.
Mass panic ensues, but the crocodile just heads straight to the mosh pit. And it's like a lawnmower through tall grass. Just carnage, just shredding its way through.
Yeah.
Body parts flying this way, that way.
That should be a top shot too. You just see him enter the mosh pit.
Yeah.
And just kids just
Leaving just a red trail behind it.
Oh, this is gnarly.
Fucking croc and roll. Making its way through the fucking pit. And one by one, after we get each one of our main characters gets picked off.
Yeah.
Alpha male would be in the mosh pit. He'd be one of the first to go.
He's the one who's pushed his way to the front.
Yeah.
And he's like looking back because he's made it to the front.
Yeah.
And you can see like in distance, like hearing screams and like, but he can't see because there's so many people. And
Yeah,
it's just
yeah. Jaws come over the top.
Hootie don't stop playing because they're so old and they can't really see past the lights.
They just think the crowd's going off.
Yeah. They think they're getting a really good response.
Yeah. Are we 10 minutes to midnight now?
Yeah. Murder is really going down big time. There's body parts floating around. People are scrambling over the top of each other, drowning each other to get away.
Or maybe the croc gives itself a break from all the carnage.
Maybe our young horned up couple are back
Goes
in
to the
tents.
campsite.
Yeah.
So we get the silhouette shot of them kissing, and then you see they see like a come past and like what's that? Is there something outside? And we hear that dinosaur rumble.
And maybe he was just like inches away from getting it in.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, baby. It's a special night. Maybe just the tip.
And then they think someone's like pranking them.
Maybe he does a head check, like to check it out, and comes back and he's got no head left.
That's good. How about this?
Yeah.
They're about to fuck.
Okay.
And he's like building up to this moment for fucking months.
Yeah.
Because she's a hardline Christian. He's going to church.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to.
No.
But he wants to hit that. So she's finally said, yes, this is the night.
Yep.
They're going to do it at midnight. They're going to ring in the new year.
Sure.
But he needs to piss. Oh, no. So he goes out to piss.
Okay.
The croc just bites his dick and he comes back into the tent and he just like covers her face in blood.
Just the tip.
She's like screaming.
All right.
And then he just monsters the whole tent.
That is awful.
Yeah.
So they go down. Maybe the waster, he's already seeing monsters. He's so high, he's seeing like porpoises with teeth. And
yeah, where is he? He's like climbed a tree or something. What's he doing?
Maybe once the water comes in, he was already lying on a lilo. So he doesn't even realise that he's now floating away. He just thinks he's so high. He's unaware of the fact that he's now buoyant atop water. He's floated out into a paddock nearby where the crocs just like circling him.
Yeah. So there's other crocs?
Maybe because the festival has been held in this valley for like the last few years. And maybe the vibrations of the music and stuff has been pissing these crocs off. Like, they hate it. Like, it gives them anxiety and shit.
Yeah.
So maybe once it starts again and they've now got access in there.
And they're drugged up.
Drug-fueled.
The drugs was the catalyst.
Yeah. They're now in full-on rage mode.
Yeah.
We got one, like, alpha croc.
Central croc, yeah.
That's doing the main damage.
Yeah.
But we got all these little crocs splintering off, just, like, savaging people in the corners.
Yeah.
So the influencer, I reckon, she wouldn't have dropped her phone. Like, she's still live streaming.
She's oblivious. She's so into herself. Like, she's taking these photos and she doesn't care about the people like behind them going screaming and blood, and she's not even noticing
She's
it.
just getting these comments coming through. What's that in the background?
She's just like putting filters to mask them out.
She's just found a really nice spot where the stage lights kind of like light her face nicely. And
so where's the nerdy guy?
I reckon the nerdy guy, like, he's a smart dude, so he would have gone for high ground, like scrambled up like a lighting scaffold.
I think he's like on top of the stage or something. Like he's high. He's at the highest
up
point.
in the lighting rigging or something.
Yeah, he's at the highest point. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he spots her because she's gone to high ground to get the good reception. He's seen her and he's like, "Fucking get over here! Got to get up here." She's like, "Well, it's probably good lighting up there."
Yeah, I'll get a good shot from up there. Yeah.
So she clambers up. So now it's just the two of them on this rickety scaffolding.
Hootie is still playing. Hootie is still playing.
Yeah. Maybe it's only when Hootie gets fucking taken out that she realises that the danger is afoot.
Yeah.
Hootie gets mauled and shredded beneath them.
Yeah.
And it's at that moment that the music stops and she's going, "Oh my God." The scaffolding's like, it's about to go. It's just like on its last legs.
Yeah.
It's clear that it's only strong enough to hold one of them.
It's a Titanic moment.
Yeah, someone's got to sacrifice himself to save the other.
But how do they choose?
Instapoll. She puts out an Instagram poll to all her fans. Maybe she's got like 80k fans.
Yeah.
Which one of us should go for the betterment of the other one? And maybe it's at that point she realises most of the fans on her website
follow her.
Yeah, they hate follow her. They're all like, just kill yourself.
So it's like 90% to 10%.
So she's pretty disappointed at the results coming through.
Yeah.
But she'd lie because she's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so sorry. They say you should go. And he's like, well,
okay.
He's a good bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have spoken.
So he's prepping himself to jump in.
What happens?
And maybe she wants to get one last selfie of the two of them.
Yeah.
It's like, just wait, let me get one last.
Hashtag sad face. She's got a sad face. Gonna miss you.
Yeah. And she drops the phone.
Yeah.
And it plummets down into the waiting croc's mouth.
And she's that narcissistic and she's that attached to her phone. Her first reaction is to go after the phone.
She goes straight after it.
And she just loses balance. Instant karma.
Instant karma.
She gets eaten by the croc.
Yep.
It's just him now. And then it's like a ship. The last bit of scaffolding goes up. It was a seesaw.
The last support beam cracks and he's now just hanging by a thread now.
Yeah. And it's going under.
Water's rising. Croc's circling. He's got his eyes right on him.
Who's our hero?
Well, this is the return of Hogs.
Crocodile Dundee, motherfucker.
Yeah. How does Hogs get there, though?
Fanging it on his jet ski. He's got like Akadaka stickers.
Yeah. Mullet flapping out behind his head.
No hair on top.
Just skullet.
Roadie skullet.
Got the perfect skullet flapping in the breeze as he jet skis towards main stage. Maybe he ramps up off the croc's tail. And as he flies past the nerd, chicken wings him on the way through.
Doesn't even break a sweat. Just
Come on, mate. Perfect landing in the water.
Yeah.
They just fang it out of the valley together.
That's a great ending. Love it. That's a film.
What are we calling it?
Big Croc.
Big Croc. Is that the best you can do, Big Croc? Crocodile.
Crocodile's all right.
Crocodile.
I don't mind Croc and Roll.
Croc and Roll. Crocapalooza.
I don't mind Crocapalooza either.
Crocapalooza's
Crocapalooza is a front runner for me so far.
Got any tags?
Watch millennials get turned into crocamole.
I like crocamole.
You like it?
When the weather turns bad, this punk croc delivers a serious cold snap.
I feel like one too many.
It's terrible.
No, it's good. It's just...
I'm shoehorning it. So let's go back to Crocapalooza.
Watch these millennials get turned into crocamole.
Have we got a soundtrack for this? Crocodile Rock.
Crocodile Rock.
Obviously. Well, we got a Hootie and Blowfish are going to be on there.
Yeah.
Bit of Matchbox 20, obviously. Bit of Vanilla Ice. Just all the festival bands, basically, can be the soundtrack as we lead it up to it.
Yeah.
Who's all our characters?
So Paul Hogan's a roadie.
Nerdy Kid can be Jesse Eisenberg. The Waster Kid could be Miles Teller.
Whiplash. Who's the influencer girl? We've got Bindy Irwin as cameo.
Yeah, Bindy Irwin's a good cameo. Belle Delphine could be our influencer.
Who's she?
The chick who recently sold her bathwater. She's like massive.
Oh, so she's an actual Instagrammer.
She's a massive Instagram.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
And who's the cute Christian nerdy couple?
The couple from Big Bang Theory. I think it's Johnny Galecki and...
Are they too old though now?
Katie Kuko.
They're pretty old though, right?
They're about the same age as all these.
He was in Roseanne. How old is that kid? He was a kid in Roseanne.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
What about the Stranger Thing couple?
11.
No, the couple, the older sister.
Steve and the skinny one.
That couple.
Yeah.
The older buyer's kid.
Chuck a couple Stranger Things kids in there.
Yeah. That's a film.
That's a good film.
We did it.
Yeah.
Until next time, don't forget to flush.
See you, cunts.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
He jumped over 3 linebackers in midair, sprouted head like a gazelle.
No one laughs at a master of quack fu.
Real nice.
Many have died from starvation due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as seals.
Shut up. No more Mr. Nice Duck. That's it. Right, Mr. Sitz?
What do you make of that? You know, it's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
The Round Carpet Podcast.
Let's dive in. Get it all out now. What have you been up to? What? Fucking hell.
Josh.
Mate.
As soon as the mic goes on.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've done one of that.
It's been a while.
That's exactly what was in my head. It's been a while since we've done one of these, Joshua.
Sorry.
Have you boys had your gummy bears tonight?
No.
Just half one.
Yeah, well, he's on them, of course.
I'm ready to go.
Can you suck your gut in a bit?
Oh, you can't.
You really should, hey?
You can't.
Yeah, because...
I haven't lost a baby weight yet.
Yeah, because your guts are in shot on wide, so...
Why would you fucking say that right before we hit press scored?
I feel like this has been, again, terrible.
No, I think it's going well.
I did think for a minute that this had something to do with a particular ex-girlfriend. I was like, would she be that deviant to design a t-shirt or something?
And plant it in a shop near where I live?
Yeah.
Could be one of many, right?
Could be, yeah. Wouldn't put it past any of them.
Yes, I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. No, you go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
So 1,100 men went in the war. 316 men come out. The Sharks took the rest June the 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.